whatever Leigh Wood's been asked of, he's done it with a view
Yeah.
of getting a fight at the City Ground. And Eddie Hearn promised him. He promised him, Baz, look, you win that fight, and I'm going to get you to the City Ground. And I think it was even in the contract somewhere that he had to deliver, or Leigh Wood could get out of the contract. This is from what I understand. I mean, allegedly, this is what I
allegedly.
Allegedly, hit that button, allegedly button, boom.
And I'll tell you, this man here is unbelievable. Unbelievable. What he's done in the featherweight division, and it just shows you, if you stick at it, anything could happen. And for years, he's plagued me about a fight at the City Ground, you know, and it's like, they like the sound of that? No. And, you know, it's on the club as well. I know they want to do it.
To make the Wood-Warrington fight has been very difficult because Leigh won, you know, Warrington lost but put up a great performance. It's arguably a bigger fight now than it was first time around because of the controversy. They don't particularly like each other, and we're trying to find a way to do it.
I think I'll have a meeting with Eddie in a few weeks to talk about who, because we still don't know who yet. We just know where. Take that.
Eddie right there, if you want to stick it on, we just came out there now. So.
Ed, do we know who yet? Do we know who yet?
Who do you want?
I'm not sure. I want to let the fans decide.
Do you want belts? Do you want money?
Both.
Do you want rivalry?
All three.
That'd be terrible. Who am I going to fight for a fortune at the City Ground?
Next summer, the City Ground, Leigh Wood must get his chance.
In today's episode, is Leigh Wood being sidelined by Matchroom because of AJ and his association with Ben Davison? Come on, let's get into it, Baz.
Where is Leigh Wood? Last I heard, he was running around the streets of Nottingham looking for a scrap.
It's been a year, Baz. Like, he hasn't fought in a year. He had a lot of activity all in one go, and it's just all falling away. I mean, how have we got to this, Baz, where we're a year in and we still not had Leigh Wood have a fight?
And he's an exciting fighter. There's been some good fights in the last couple of years, and yet nothing.
But Baz, you've been doing a bit of digging, haven't you? I think you've been snooping around the Matchroom website.
I've been snooping, and I'm a little bit confused, Sub, to be honest, because, you know, in recent interviews and things like that, he's been saying, I'm a free agent. I can go with whoever I want. And he even hinted to the fact that he's been talking to Frank Warren. Yet, on the Matchroom website, he's still listed as a Matchroom boxer.
Is
so
it? Oh,
is
right,
this,
I didn't know that.
Is this Matchroom just trying to, you know, like, keep hold of something?
In the UK market?
Yeah. Or
What,
is it... He's still with Matchroom theoretically, and he's just trying to fly the coop. So talk to me.
You saying it's Leigh Wood who's like trying to?
Who knows?
Hold things up. Well, look, I'm a big Leigh Wood fan, and the way I see it, is he's had test after test after test. Like let's look at him. Big fights. I mean, let's go back. He had Kanzu, Michael Conlan. He had Lara fight. Lara won. He lost that, and we all said, well, actually you didn't, but I said he shouldn't have the rematch. He had the rematch with Lara. He got in there, and he won. I mean, fair enough. Lara looked like he had enjoyed the fruits of his labour from the fight before. You know, the same Lara, but you can only
don't diminish his win like that.
I don't want to, but you can only win what's in front of you. And then Warrington again, that crazy fight, Baz. That was such a good fight. You had the Leeds fans, the Nottingham fans. It ebbed and flowed, and you're thinking, what's going to happen here?
Points deducted, heads going in.
You had the controversy at the end of that fight as well, with the cornerman coming in and the referee and whatever Leigh Wood's been asked of, he's done it with a view of getting a fight at the City Ground. And Eddie Hearn promised him. He promised him, Baz, look, you win that fight and I'm going to get you to the City Ground. And I think it was even in the contract somewhere that he had to deliver or Leigh Wood could get out of the contract. This is from what I understand. I mean, allegedly, this is what I...
Allegedly.
Allegedly, hit that button, allegedly button, boom. But so maybe that's why Leigh was come out of the contract, because Matchroom can't deliver the City Ground.
Right.
And that's been his dream. The guy's had a dream to fight in the City Ground all this time.
I have a dream.
And like, just
give the man his dream.
he's worked for it, Baz. And it's not like he's got the fans there. They could.
Yeah, but hang on. Yeah, but how do you know it's not City's the City Ground causing the problems? Like that could be that maybe they want too much.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. I did hear that as well. I think Eddie Hearn said they were unable to accommodate a fight at that time or whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
but
the moolah needs to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Not just that. It's a working football ground or soccer ground to the US and other people out there.
Yeah, that's true.
During the football season, the pitch gets scuffed up, and then they kind of want to protect the football pitch. So if you go and put a stadium bang in the middle, chances are it's gonna wreck the pitch. So maybe that's why they're not doing it now.
Yeah.
But I've heard whispers,
Baz,
and this is new information because before we began looking into the issues here, this wasn't there. But now there's potential there for Leigh Wood to have a fight with Kakachi.
Yeah, I think he wants it. He wants it
in the City Ground
in the
summer.
Ground. I don't know.
This is recent information I'm seeing, Baz. But before that, it was dead, and we were saying, why is it dead? So, Baz, I kind of want to understand, depending on what happens here, has Eddie Hearn let Leigh Wood down?
I don't know, man. Matchroom has just lost fighter after fighter after fighter, and it's all the British fighters going at the moment. He's lost Fabio Wardley. He lost Boazzi. He lost Coley. There's all these other fighters that he's losing or let go. And
Joe Cordina as well. What's going on there?
Joe Cordina, he's floating around. He's still listed as a matchroom boxer.
He had proper putting out a video the other day, didn't he? And he mentioned Leigh Wood there and Joe Cordina. And we were already talking about putting this video together before that come out, and he mentioned them on there. So it's not just us thinking what's going on here. But yeah, I think the Leigh Wood thing's a big thing because for me, he's a great fighter. He's always in exciting fights.
He is.
And why wouldn't you put on a fight with him and someone else? So, I mean, you got Kakachi.
Yeah. You got Kakachi. You got
Warrington rematch as well. Potentially, you could chuck him in with
Warrington rematch. Yeah. You
got
Navarrete.
Yeah.
If he wanted a mad scrap again, he could go for Navarrete, even though it would have to wait a couple of months because Navarrete's got a fight scheduled.
But one of the little side things there, you've got Sugar Nunez. He's with Eddie Hearn, and he's mandatory for Kakachi on the, I think it's at the IBF, Baz. Yeah. So you've got Kakachi who's with Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions, and Sugar Nunez with Eddie Hearn, and yeah, he's mandatory for the IBF. So that's another little side thing going on there. So
it's true. I mean, another little potential.
I just feel like, you know what, Leigh Wood was there when Matchroom needed him. Like he delivered, I feel like he's been let down.
And he gave him that.
And he's not burning his bridges because he's not come out and slated Matchroom, has he, Leigh Wood?
No. He said he's still open to working with them.
Yeah,
but he's just said that at the moment he's a free agent and he can decide what he wants to do with his future.
Do you reckon it's called Matchroom's bluff there? Like
maybe
they said you can go out and see if he can get a better offer, and they've let him go, and he's not been able to secure an offer.
But what I don't get what is with Matchroom's focus at the moment. Like they're trying to capture all these other.
They've got their global entity, aren't they?
Yeah, they're trying to capture the global fights, but they're losing.
They branched out to the US. Yeah,
British fighters, and that's their bread and butter. So
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel bad for him. Another potential fight is with maybe Oshaki Foster. That would be a good scrap.
Yeah.
To name another, but at the moment there's nothing.
Well, I know that if you get Leigh Wood and Warrington, you could sell the hell out of that fight if you do it properly. I know Warrington's had quite a few losses. He's taken a bit of damage, but the rematch you could build it up. Warrington's got a massive fan base with the Leeds fans.
Yeah, but Warrington looks like he might have hung up his gloves over stuff. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but I think that's because there's no.
He put the gloves in the ring, sub. He said, "I'm done."
He shaved his hair as well.
Shaved his hair.
It's getting
lower. He had to.
I don't know if he's taking a trip to Turkey, another one. But, about to. But I mean, you can't blame him, innit?
Yeah. If he shows up with glowing teeth,
you can't all be
and
blessed
hair,
with this thick golden hair like this, like this silver hair. I mean, it's a bit thin at the front, but
you had like white hair when you were like 10.
yeah, it's been a hard life. But yeah, look, you can make that fight with Warrington there. I would still sell, and Eddie Hearn, if he gets behind it, you could promote it to make it be massive. But I would love it if he got his wish there.
Yeah,
He would.
yeah.
And got
He
the
did
fight
say he suffered an injury.
He did. So we go back to how we started. So he said he had an injury and he couldn't fight because I guess at the time they were thinking of chucking him on one of those Riyadh cards, and then he had the injury. But at the same time, again, I'm saying
that was probably like 6 months ago or something like
that. That wouldn't have worked, lads, because of that AJ link up with Ben Davison. Because it's not I know trainers have done it before where they do it all the time, where they'll do an earlier fight and a later fight on the same night, and they'll be in the corner. But for big fights like that for Leigh Wood and AJ, you want your trainer 100% focused. And I feel like this is my conspiracy side coming out. I feel like part of the reason they've let the Leigh Wood thing run a bit is because AJ teamed up with Ben Davison and they wanted Ben Davison 100% focused on AJ. I know he's got other fighters as well and they've fought since, but they wanted that core focus on AJ there. And it's kind of, they let that Leigh Wood thing run out to protect AJ.
It's possible, but
I'm not saying AJ's involved or anything like that, because we're AJ fans here. But
we don't know how much that link up has actually helped AJ at the moment either.
Yeah, he looked flat that night, didn't he? He did. He didn't look right. It didn't look right, AJ. And we're digressing a bit, Baz. Let's get back to it. So look, I mean, we started off by saying, was AJ the cause for Leigh Wood being pushed back? I don't know. It's this. I feel like there is something there, but it's hard to say. Either way, I don't understand why you would let Leigh Wood. Why would you let him go?
I don't know. This one makes no sense to me. But if you guys know anything and you know some little snippets of information about him that we don't, hit us up down in the comments. We'd like to know, because come on, we all like Leigh Wood. We want him to do well, and we want to see what's next for him.
Anyway, if you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe.
Peace.